Teofimo the Takeover Lopez does it again. I swear, this is about the third time this week that I made a video about Teofimo Lopez's rant. This time, Teofimo Lopez targets the money man. He goes hard on Turki Alalshikh and he calls him a dictator. But that is not the worst part. He spelled dictator with a D-I-C-K. But as soon as my boy realized exactly what he did, he erased that ish right away. I believe all of this has something to do with the negotiations between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, because they are negotiating to fight next, and I can't wait for this fight because it's been a long time marinating. But there is a holdup. I heard that in the negotiations, the only person that signed the contract is Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez has yet to sign it. And I already see the usual suspects, the Haneyacks. They're gonna jump on this and say that Teofimo Lopez is ducking Devin Haney only because Teofimo Lopez has not signed that contract yet. But Teofimo has been calling out Jaron Boots Ennis. So in no way, shape, or form do I believe that Teofimo Lopez is ducking Devin Haney. Nobody will ever duck Devin Haney. Devin Haney cannot even punch hard, and he won't even fight you. He'll just move out of the way. So how are you gonna duck a 140-pound fighter that does not even punch and will not even fight you in a fight? He'll just move out of the way or go around the ring like a dancer. How are you gonna avoid that fighter to move up in weight and fight a 147-pound champion in Jaron Boots Ennis? It doesn't make any sense, and that is a Chinese riddle for you. I actually have Teofimo Lopez beating everybody from 140 to 147 if he moves up to 147. Especially the Devin Haney version, the one that fought Jose Ramirez. I have Teofimo Lopez mopping the floor with him. I do not see Devin Haney ever being the same fighter after the Ryan Garcia fight. He just took too much punishment in that fight, and he was supposed to make a comeback fight and a statement with Jose Ramirez, but he just ran around. It's as if Devin Haney never even fought Jose Ramirez because he did not answer any questions. We really do not know where Devin Haney is at because that was not a fight. I have no clue where Devin Haney is at. Is he gonna fight like that for the rest of his career? Okay, it would have been cool 2 or 3 rounds, take him off, just get the feel of fighting again, and then slowly step it up, get your confidence back. But nothing. The 3rd round came, the 6th round came, the 9th round came, and the fight ended. Devin Haney did not answer any questions. I have Teofimo Lopez beating the ish out of that version of Devin Haney. Because let's think about this. If Devin Haney did not go all out against Jose Ramirez, what makes you think is going to be classic Devin Haney against Teofimo Lopez? If he fights like that against Teofimo Lopez, it's going to be a short night. And even though we know Devin Haney does not have power, but before the Ryan Garcia fight, at least Devin Haney tried to knock you out. Now, we all know he could not knock out any of his opponents, but at least he was trying. And as for Jaron Boots Ennis, he does not want any part of Teofimo Lopez, even though he was offered a $5 million guarantee at least to fight Teofimo Lopez, and he still turned it down. Now, Teofimo Lopez is the WBO lightweight champion, and if you're the champion on the weight class below, you're allowed to petition to fight for the 147-pound champion. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows where I'm getting at. Jaron Boots Ennis says that he wants to unify at 147, right? Now, if Teofimo Lopez really wants that smoke with Jaron Boots Ennis, all he has to do is beat one of the champions at 147. Here are the 4 champions at 147. We got Rolando Romero, we got Jaron Boots Ennis, we got Brian Norman Jr., and we got Mario Barrios. Now, Mario Barrios is already locked in. He's gonna be fighting the legend Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. And Rolando Romero just had a fight with Ryan Garcia. So as soon as you have a fight, I believe you get canceled for a little bit. But Rolly did not even get hurt or touched in that fight. Ryan Garcia did not even swing. So Rolly might be able to fight fast. So Rolly is a champion. If Teo beats Rolly, that means he will become a champion and he will be able to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. And Brian Norman Jr. is also out of the question because he has a fight lined up in Japan against Suzuki. So Teofimo Lopez could also go over that route. He could wait for the winner between Suzuki and Brian Norman Jr. But the problem about that, it might take a while because that fight is not close yet, and after that you do get canceled for a while because of the punishment you take in the fight. So yes, as soon as you have a fight, you're not allowed to get another fight for a good while, and in some cases you need a doctor's note to fight again. But what I'm getting at, if Teofimo Lopez really wants that smoke with Jaron Boots Ennis, he needs to force Jaron Boots Ennis into a fight. And Jaron has said that he wants to unify and become undisputed more than anything at 147 before he moves to 154. And no disrespect to all the other 3 fighters, but I have Teofimo Lopez beating Rolly Romero, Brian Norman Jr., and Mario Barrios. And I know a lot of content creators want Jaron Boots Ennis to unify, but if there's another better fighter, you're not gonna be able to, and it's just like that. And I know there's a lot of content creators that do not like Teofimo Lopez for saying those racist rants, and they're trying to say for the fighters not to give Teofimo Lopez a payday, but I really doubt that. I really do not think it's about the money. I really do think if they thought that their fighter could beat Teofimo Lopez, they would pursue the fight. And I know they know that Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney, they're not gonna beat Teofimo Lopez. But deep down, I really don't think these content creators know that they're trying to steal a fight from the boxing world. And not just fights from the boxing world, they're stealing glory from their own people. Say Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney were able to beat Teofimo Lopez, that will be amazing on their resumes, because these fighters gave up a lot to be in this position, and when they barely started boxing when they were young, they did not see the money yet. They just knew if they were good fighters, they would be in a better position. I believe at that time it was just about legacy and glory. So these content creators are really stealing from their own fighters as well, because they're stealing achievements, glory, and purses, because you don't think they're gonna make a lot of money as well. It's not just Teofimo making a lot of money, it's also the opponent. But guess what, guys? I ain't the biggest, I'm the baddest. And if you wanna help out your boy, throw $1 at the super thanks. I gotta roll. Peace.
I shook up the world! I shook up the world! I shook up the world!